from Pebacalera province in the Mozambique.
Yeah. So guys, let's start with the first question. What does LGBTQIA plus mean? Do you know what I mean? Totally. Do you know what it means?
It means you are not straight and cisgender at the same time. So it means you're not in the standards of sexuality and gender, pretty much.
Awesome. That's a very good word, standard, and that you have to think about. Thanks a lot. And Yasmin, do you know what that?
I don't know so much about this, but I know that the letter L is about lesbian, and G is gay, just that.
Yes. B of bisexual, transgender, queer. I don't remember. INA. And
Intersex.
Intersex
And asexual.
And, oh, that's awesome. Thanks a lot.
And the T is transgender, transsexual, and travestile. That's 3 things.
I didn't know. That's awesome. Yeah. And it's very good that you are explaining, because we are recording now. So it's important, to spread that knowledge. Thanks, Atamis. And I will, ask another question to Anli. What's your opinion about homophobia and transphobia?
Yeah, my opinion for homophobia is, I don't know the meaning from homophobia.
Do you know what it means?
Yes.
I always say in Portuguese, homophobia e transphobia. Do you know what it means?
No, I don't know. Maybe someone who doesn't work well with.
Yeah, let me explain that. Homophobia is the behavior of to act with violence with the people that is not the standard family, like a man and a woman, like a gay,
Okay.
That's the hate,
Yes.
About that kind of people. And that's about that. We are discussing to overcome this kind of preconcept and prejudgment, and trying to spread that knowledge. It's very important, and we are using English to do that. Okay. If you want to add something, feel free to say what's your opinion in your country, what happened in your country about that. I would like to know.
Yes. Yeah. I think about this situation, we have to respect them, to not split up each other, and be the same, because this is like it's easy. No one wants it, and we can be together hand by hand. And for example, here in my country, but this kind of people, they can't be like well people, they dress far away. Yeah, we can see some men, they like to use dress. Yeah, and they getting something strange. Yeah, we can. It's very difficult. It's very easy to know them the way.
Yes, because it's not the standard.
Yes.
It's not the standard, so it's something like the people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about laws and prejudgment, and I don't know if it's right. It's a kind of insight that I have, but I don't know if it's right. that I would like to know from Yasmin, that do you think we are improving in that terms to accepting the minorities? What do you think in that generation?
Yes, I think we are starting, but it's a long way because now people are talking more in schools, and I think it's very important because I know that some of my friends don't have like a father and a mother, but two mothers, you know, and feel sad when needs to make a presentation in school. So I think it's a long way.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you, Atams, what do you think?
My opinion about homophobia and transphobia.
No, your opinion
I have-
about if you want to ask to answer, but opinion about you.
No, that's okay.
Do you think we are improving in that subject? What do?
Yes, I think we are, because I don't think we are talking more in schools, actually. I think we are talking in Brazil. It's like sexual education. It's like people, there's a war against sex education in school, but we have more medias and you have more access to the information, but it doesn't mean you can, when you have the access to the information, doesn't mean you can access here, because you have to break your preconcepts. So it's, as Yasmin said, it's a long way. Unfortunately, I think we are improving because our generation, the people 40s, 30s, we are teaching the younger people to improve, and they are growing up in this better environment. But we have to fight a lot. And I'm saying we because not just the LGBT people have to fight. We are the problem most of the time. Straight people more than them, more than them. So I think we have to change. We have to change our prejudice. So maybe, I don't know. It's a long way, unfortunately. Yeah. And I don't know if I answered.
Yeah, you say everything, because I totally agree. And I think we are kind of doing that, right now, because I think on TNT, we connect ages, and that's a very interesting point, isn't it? Because, I'm 32 years old, and we have a lot of people, different ages, sharing the same idea, or, discussing and trying to, to read a point, a very good, clarified ideas in general. So that's a good. So let's see. The question number 3 is, what is sexual orientation, and what is the reason that I brought that question is about sometimes the people and the society thinks that is an option, sexual option. We wake up and, oh, I think today are we gonna like to to date a man, because today, just for today, and then I can switch. But it's not happen like that, and what do you think about that concept, Amy?
Yes, I think it's not good to have some sex with the other man. I mean, yeah, it's a mistake. How we can do something like this? We have to respect each other, because in this world we are two group of people, woman and man. We have to follow the role, because if we can start doing something like this, if you wanna date some men, yeah, you are having miss the role. Yes, it's not good. The world, maybe will be war there because some men, other men, when you think to get sexual, but then just the women can feel yes, because the woman they need to have some relation. And if you even be women story to do sexy between them will be messy. I can say it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said that point is interesting because, you know, anyone wants to choose to suffer. That's a point that the people, you know, do not think about, you know, because our society is so bad with that kind of person. So, you know, it's not like I choose that option, easy option, like, and I'm saying that because I used to listen a lot about that, you know, from a family, not only from my family, but, you know, from the whole society. So it's a kind of, oh, you know, like an option. Yeah, that's an option. And it's not a good thing to listen, you know, because they not reflect about the answer.
Yeah.
So following that, you know, I will ask you, Yasmin, is it possible to change a person's sexual orientation and gender identity?
I think no, but you can help these people to know more, to have more knowledge if this person is confused.
Yeah, I think through the acceptation, the accepting, you know, because that's, you know, they are, they are, it's the normal, you know, have to change the pattern in that way. And that's an interesting thing. I don't know if that means no. I know a lot of people that, you know, they are confusing about the sexual orientation. They you know, feel like stuck in church, you know, just to, oh my God, the God will, you know, leave me that. I don't know, I'm not feeling right, and so on. And what do you think, Atams? Do you think it's possible?
No, I don't think it's possible, and I think why you want we should want eat that, like what? Sorry, why should I do it like change? I don't think we have to accept. I think you have to accept our sexuality. The other people's sexuality is their problem.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to accept. I don't think you have even to talk about it. We have to do because we have our prejudice. The only thing I think you have to accept that we have preconcepts, and you have to go to the therapy to change it. And you have to be by their side because in the society they don't have the same rights. You have to fight their side. But I don't think you have to accept why in my mind, I can't accept the fact we have to. I think my neighbor is gay, or my daughter or my father, why I'm thinking about it. If I'm not gay or lesbian or bisexual or transgender, I you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think we have to, but we have to be on their side. The only thing I think we have to do, and why we should change it, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I try to bring this kind of question because sometimes it, you know, sounds like it's silly to answer, like, oh, it's obvious, but I like to discuss obvious question and answer obvious question to show the people how silly it is, you know, how silly it is that behavior. So thanks a lot, Tams, and I totally agree with you. Let me see. Question number 6. In your opinion, Emily, where does homophobia come from?
Yes, I think I think they come from America. Yeah, I think that because there are many people doesn't follow the rule. Yeah, they like to make much mistake. Yeah, and I think they like to enjoy their life. Yeah, playing so much because it's possible. It's possible if you get an internet to watch some movie. Many people like to follow it, and they can say it's true because you are going to have fun with other men and oh between women. Yeah, it's like a game. Yes.
Yeah, but do you think it's wrong? It's very wrong. What do you think? What do you see in your country like that? You know that
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. In my country, very wrong
Yeah.
because if you record yourself with somebody, yeah, you will get in prison. Yeah, he is not allowed to do something like that. Yeah, it's very wrong. Even if you make some video like this, just naked, you will get in prison. Yeah, many people don't allow this kind because if you started doing something like this, yeah, we are poor here and many people can do the same. Yes, and maybe it depends because the religion. Many people here are Muslim and they don't like this kind of situation.
Yeah, that's a problem and very sad as well. Well, Yasmin, in your opinion, where does homophobia comes from?
I think comes from our past because people need to hide who they are. And now that this is more common to see, it's getting more this type of behavior.
Yeah, I'm surprised because anyone say something about the church, the religion, sometimes the politics as well, because the politics is made by majority of the, a kind of the standard, and the people, develop laws to the whole world, like, themselves, like, it's, judging what is right and wrong. What do you think, Atamis?
I will not give my opinion. Because I will give a historical fact. Yeah, because I have been studying a lot this week because for my meeting, and I'm learning a lot about this history and things. So homophobia and all this LGBT phobia comes from white people, European people. Why? And from the monotheist religions as well, because what they want at first, keep the properties, assure the families have the properties, money, and the wealth. So the first homophobic crime in Brazil was against a Timbira indigenous who was murdered with a cannonball shot. And 1500, I don't know how to say 1500. Anyway, when the Portuguese come here, and because they here in America, there where you are in America, the native people, they didn't have this identity and sexuality as you know today. So that's come from the medieval age, sorry, and from the white people, European, because in rich people, it's very specific. The same families are controlling and ruling the world today is the same family that give us that standards and the things. So that's where coming from.
Yeah, that's very interesting, because about the property I knew, but not about the identity, you know, of the indigenous before the Europeans. So that's very interesting, very interesting. You know, and you know, it's very funny that we know today we discuss about historical facts like, oh, in the past they are very nuts. They were nuts. Oh my God, you know, today we are so, and the core that they, you know, kind of plan in the past, you know, reach a lot through the time, and we are, you know, doing it again, you know, as result of the historical facts, but we do not consider that like, oh, you know, we are the same, the root is the same, and we are doing it again and repeating the problem. So yeah, that's really, really interesting. Thanks, Atams, for that very important knowledge. So guys, you know, that conversation in my room is supposed to be very open, you know, because I would like to, you know, to make us reflect, you know, and I do not like to do anything like, you know, a very, you know, rigid pattern, and something that, you know, is not like we discuss in normal in the daily life, you know. So that's it. So I'm learning a lot, you know, and not surprising you as well with some things that I didn't know. And yeah, let's move. So to Yasmin, in your opinion, do you think it is important to discuss the subject and family?
Yes, I think it's very important. And I talk about this a lot with my mother. And I changed her mind about this topic because she lived in a small world. So I think it's really important.
Yeah, I remember about discussing with Atami's the generation gap. That's absolutely about that, you know, the talk between the generation. But that's a good thing that you do, Yasmin, because I do the same with my family. You know, sometimes have to take a position about something. And you, Ellie, what do you think about that?
Yes, I think it's very good because our parent can give us some education about it. Yeah, they can decide if it is wrong or not. Yeah, they are supposed to have some because we are old. They have some experience they can share with us, because it's very important to follow some role. Is it good to date with other men or between women or not? Because even many people can flirt with their cousin or sister. This kind of cannot happen in our family. Yeah, the family can give us some education like this. Because when we get 18 or 18 for there, we like to change everything. Yes, to have more fun, and that's it.
Yeah, it's we are living the same place when you are sharing experience. you know, because, you know, sometimes we are young, but we are kind of rebel. But the rebel, you know, teaches a lot. And some, you know, even to refresh something in the society, you know, a lot of. So it's important, you know, because I'm saying that because when I was a teenager, I was very rebel. And nowadays, you know, I learned a lot. Nowadays, I kind of figure out that I learned a lot from that. And that situation, my family brought a lot of other points. And of course, we important that we kind of perceive that it's important we build our own opinion and to see what is the knowledge of the parents, you know, and trying to, you know, try to discuss. I think we have to discuss everything, and always, and everything is we have to discuss. Guys, I think the question number 8, you know what, we think we kind of already talk about that. Is sexuality an option and why? And, you know, it's like such an obvious question, but the people don't know. It's like the people already, you know, yet thinking that is an option, you know, even with the whole society commit all this atrocity, you know, with the people think that's an option, like it's very easy to switch or something like that, you know, or so. Yeah, Atams, do you want to add something about that? The stage is yours, please.
So I was saying, no.
Awesome.
Of course, no. My color is not my option. My color eyes not my option. But what is option here is being homophobic, LGBT phobic or not. That's an option, I think. Maybe we don't have, like I said, don't have education enough to access the information. And that's not an option. That's the thing the governments have to do. So I think when you live in a country, any said in his country, it's crime to be LGBT, or I understood wrong?
Yeah, I understand the same. It's crime only in your country to be LGBT, gay, or something like that.
Is that something I go to the prison?
Yes. Yeah, this we have it here this way, but they just show about the dress, yes, because they like it dress like women, yes, they dance. Yeah, the behavior, just we say about behavior, but about doing some sex, yeah, it's very hard, and yes, it's wrong here. No one
It's
about.
wrong. It's wrong. Yes. That's really strong saying it's wrong, because I can't say that, but I think it's a kind of instant. I never, if you being gay, lesbian, or transsexual, or any sexuality or gender was an option, why I should choose like men? I can't accept that.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't. It's the worst choice
the worst
ever.
option ever.
Yes.
So I don't think so. That's my opinion. Yeah. I don't think so. Opinion as well, like homophobia in Brazil and in the country I live is crime. Thank God, because I think it is have to have government politics about it to change the society behavior. You know, because in the past, in many countries, like in the present, in any country, is crime. So you can't, to change this, it takes time.
Yeah.
So it's complicated.
And you said a very interesting is that, you know, it's instinct about the words, you know, the what we speak, because, you know, all this kind of preconcept, you know, is inside our language as well. You know, like, you know, I'm thinking about the accept, the word accept, you know, I said that, but, you know, I don't know how to, you know, I'm thinking right now, you know, loading what I'm supposed to do in that term, because it's wrong, but you spread that very fast, you know, because we do not think about that. And you know, all the things that we used to say, we don't think about that, you know, like that is wrong, or it's, you know, we have to accept. We have to accept what we have to accept, you know. Oh my God.
Like we people, it's not LGBT, we never have to come out of the closet. Like, mom, I am
Yeah,
straight.
yeah. Yeah.
So the word I was debating with my husband the word straight. Straight means reto. It's very homophobic word as well. Like, if you are not straight, you are in the, I don't know how to say this, like in the curve or something. I don't know. So that's many, not just in Portuguese, but in English, many words are homophobic or LGBT phobic. So it's complicated. It's very complicated. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. And you, as Yasmin, share with us an opinion
about if it's an option.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally agree with you. So if I could choose, I will not choose to like men. So it's not an option.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not an option. We born like this.
Yeah. And it's funny because I was talking in another meeting that it's very comfortable to bring a topic like, do you think it is wrong? Yeah, it's very wrong. Oh my God, they have to change the society so bad. You know, no, that's, you know, oh my God, it's so easy to say that. And the question, you know, I'm waiting the people coming from the small room, but the question that I like to say, you know, and I would like to say to another room mates, that is, if you have any LGBT like a close friend, because you know, everyone say, oh my God, that's good, you have to do this, you have to do that, is wrong. But you know, do you have any friend like that, you know, gay or transgender, you know, in your close friends? It's a very important that we have to start to think about that. And I remember when I was in my undergraduate, you know, and it was like a small groups, you know, that people, you know, out of the group because they are gay or, you know, transgender and so on, was very sad, you know. And when I was talking with them, you know, the people consider me like, oh, you are gay as well because you're talking with them. And I, oh, no problem, that you guess what you want, you know, no problem. You know, and that's a kind that we have to thinking more, you know, about. I'm thinking one thing that we can do that's very important, and to bring that people to our close, you know, environment. Because in my opinion, as a Black man, I really believe that sometimes we have to fight, you know, we have to you know, to really act, you know, in order to make to cause them kind of uncomfortable in the people, you know, in the pattern, in the standardization, so overcome all that kind of thing. Let me bring the another room links. And well, that's
I
it.
don't know about you guys, but I'm surprised how ignorant I am.
Yeah.
Like every time I'm talk to people, and every time I watch a video, every time I read something, I say, "Oh my God!" And yeah, I'm very surprised. So because this is kind of topics are very important to discuss.
Very, very important. And, no, and you know, I'm thinking, oh, I was starting to stay sad because you know my computer was a problem, but now I'm very happy that we are discussing that, you know, because I learned a lot and I like to spread that information. You know, one point that made me keep on TNT, you know, continuing thinking here is about that, you know, about the be provocative and spread ideas and, you know, sharing opinions that I consider that's important. It's a tool that we have to use, have to appropriate of that. Like, yeah. So guys, how was the conversation for you? Did you enjoy? Shared a lot of good opinions. Michelle,
Yeah,
how was for you?
Oh, you can go, Leandra.
Michael, you can.
The conversation in was amazing. We talk a lot. I don't see the time, and was really great.
Oh, it's good. It's good to hear that. And you, Michael, how was for you?
It was amazing. It was really productive, and it was interesting to hear other people's point of views. I think it enriches a lot of yourself, you know, to hear other people sharing their points of view and their life experiences.
Awesome. And for you, Jefferson?
It's very interesting because it's a movement, it's a community, it's gain force, and it's very political movement, no? To think about it, and you must think about your family, your friends, the relationship, to open for society. But the most important thing is to respect the human being, and to love each other.
Yeah. So guys, I will ask you a provocative question that I was talking with Tom, is that, do you have an LGBTQIA plus in your close friends? That's a question, you know, and how it is for you, because we are discussing that. We were discussing that it's very easy to say, oh, you have to accept, or you have to, you know, deal with, oh, we are good, you have to improve the society, and so on and so on. You have to do a lot of things. I agree. We all agree, I think. However, when you kind of, you know, when we start to be detailed with that subject, you know, we started to see that point. Do you have any friend like that in your close friends? That is a question, you know, an open question. You don't need to answer, but just to think, that's important. You have to, if you really want to change that, you know, you have to start to think about that point, you know, to bring that people to close of us, you know, and make us strong together, you know, and, you know, become what you say that, you know, supposed to be good. Because saying it's very easy. I can, oh, that's good, we have to do this or that, but you do, it's something like that, you know. That's it, guys, for today. I hope you enjoyed that conversation. It's a very important week, and we are discussing that subject during the whole week, so we can learn a lot during that week. So thanks a lot for having me, and to to staying here with me discussing that. That's all. Bye bye, guys. See you.
Hi guys, good morning.